So, hello friends, hello dosto. So today we are going to learn arithmetic progression. So in the last video we covered what is the definition of series, what's the definition of sequences, what are the progressions we are going to learn, what is the progression, 5 types of the progressions. So now we are going to learn the first type, AP, arithmetic progression or AP. So I recommend buying for IIT JEE. I recommend Cengage textbook. Okay, I recommend Cengage textbook. I'll bring it and show. So if you're studying for a mains exam, you can buy this. Okay, so this is okay, you can see close by best-selling JEE main mathematics by G Tiwani. So here you get many chapters, and in this video we are going to learn many chapters. So they are so in this book you will get sets and inequalities, modulus and logarithms, introduction to relations and functions, theory of equations, complex numbers, progressions and series, permutations and combinations, binomial theorem, probability, statistics, trigonometric ratios and identities, trigonometric equations, properties of a triangle, coordinate system and straight lines, circle, then parabola, ellipse and hyperbola, introduction to three-dimensional geometry, relations and functions, inverse trigonometric functions, determinants, matrices, limits, methods of differentiation, continuity, differentiability, application of derivatives, monotonicity and extremum of functions, indefinite integration, definite integration and area, differential equations, vectors, 3D geometry again, probability part 2 and their solutions. So solutions is also a very main key if you want to solve JEE, if you are aspirant. So please, I recommend to buy. So let me take out the page number for progressions. Yeah. So now AP are the terms which have, let's not, I won't explain the definition. So now A is a term. The next term is, now I will add I'll add a difference D. I'll get AD. I will add one more difference. I'll add again difference. Okay, it's not AD. It's not AD. It's A plus D. So I'll add again a common difference. That is A plus 2D. And I'll so on add differences D. And all the way to add a difference A plus. So what would be the last term? What would be? I know something into D. But what would be this term? So this is term 1 T1. This is term 2 T2, this is term 3 T3. So if T1 is A, so T1 has 0D and T2 has 1D and T3 has a 2D, right? So if T1 has 0D, T2 has 1D and T3 has 2D, then this term, then Tn would have n minus 1D. So it would have n minus 1D terms. Okay, so Tn would have n minus 1D terms. So this is the starting. So nth term is always equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. One formula to memorize or just logic you can. Okay, so this is Tn. The next term, the next concept we are going to learn is, so we're going to learn the properties. So what are we going to learn? Properties. Okay, properties for this, I will only erase this T1, T2, this one. So you can copy this down if you want. Yes, I hope you pause the video. So now, next one is properties. So now we are going to learn the properties. Properties of it. So now I'll look at the book and I'll tell, because many of the properties is easy. If a fixed number is added or subtracted to each term of a given AP, then the resulting series is also an AP and its common difference remains the same. So now example, I will take an AP 2, 4, 6. I will subtract 1 from each term. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So I will get 1, 3, 5. So now this common difference is 2 and so this common difference is also 2. So the term still remains in AP. So both of the terms still remain in AP as well as the difference is the same. So this is D1 and D2. So D1 is equal to D2. The difference remains same. So now this is a main concept when you are understanding property. So this is the first property. The second property is, oh shit, I dropped the cap. Next one. If each term is multiplied by a fixed constant or divided by a fixed non-zero constant, then the resulting series is also an AP. But it never mentioned that the difference is same. So let's see if the difference is same. So I'll take the same AP and multiply 2 to each term. Now this common difference is 2. So this is 4, this is 8, this is 12. This is, yes, this is also an AP. But the common difference is whatever term, so if the D1 is equal to K, no, if D1, if the first term is D1, then after multiplying or dividing a constant, the second one is KD1 or D1 by K. That would be the common difference for the resulting series. Understood? So this is the second property. Now we are learning the third property. So the third property is, if x1 plus x2 plus x3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 are two APs, then x1 plus or minus y1, comma x2 plus or minus y2, comma x3 plus or minus y3 are also in AP. So I'll give you 2 minutes to copy the first two properties. Yes, okay. So now I will erase the first two properties and the third property I will write. Okay. So now the third property is saying that 2, 4, it's not given plus, it's just comma. So 2, 4, 6 and 1, 3, 5 are two APs. I'm just taking, I'm not taking the same APs, I'm taking very simple ones because we know already the common difference. So now the D here is 2 and here the D is also 2. So now here 3, 7, 11. So now the D is added. So the D here is 4, right? Because the sum is 4. So this is also in AP. Understood? So here the x1, x2, x3 and here this is y1, y2, y3 and this is x plus y, x1 plus y1, x2 plus y2 and this is x3 plus y3. Understood? Next is the, oh my god, okay, the next is fourth one, the fourth thing, the fourth property. 3 terms in AP should be preferably taken as a minus d, a, d and 4 terms as a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d. Okay, so now I will teach. So this is basically telling whenever 3 terms how to take it as AP, whenever 4 terms how to take it as AP, whenever 5 terms. So this is one method I will take. So whenever the number of terms you want to take, I'll drink my water. What, you can also take a water break, I have no problem. You obviously can go anywhere, you can pause the video and you can go. So I don't need to control you. Okay, so first term. So whenever there are 3 terms, the common difference is always D. Whenever there are odd number of terms, the difference is always D. But when there were even number of terms, the difference was 2D. Understood? So now, here, I hope you have copied this down. I will give some time. Okay, I think you have So because I want to stand this side so it looks comfortable. So here 3 terms. So this is 3 terms. Here 4 terms. Here 5 terms. Here 6 terms. So in the third term, I will take 3 terms which sometimes the d can cancel off. So those terms are a minus d, comma a plus d. So here sometimes the d's can cancel. The d's can cancel. And here, so here the d value is always, so the first value is always minus. The first value is always minus. And it is given as, so this is always minus 2 will be the d. And the next term is a minus 3d. So minus 1 you have to subtract to get 3, right? 3d. Then here you will get, so let's check if we have a pattern like here. So minus 2, minus 1. Let's check if we have a pattern. So a plus d and a plus 3d. So all of them have a difference of 2d, right? Then phi 1 has a minus 2d. So this is minus 3. So then this will be the resulting. This will be the resulting sequence. A plus 2d. And now this one always minus 1. So a minus 5d, a minus 3d. Well, all of the difference has to be right. The 2d should be the difference. A plus d, a plus 3d and a plus 5d. So for these, now if I take 7th term for example, 7 number of terms if I want to take, then a minus 3d would be the term. So minus 4. So every time the number, so if it's 3, the number will be 1 minus. If it's 5, the number will be this number minus 1. If it, the next number would be this, will be the number basically, and minus 1. So this is a pattern you can remember. And for always even, the pattern will be minus 1. Okay? And as I told, this one difference is d, this is 2d difference, this is d difference, this is 2d difference, this is d difference. So this I have to complete. So a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d. So note this down. Yeah, okay. So now the next one is, 5th one is, okay. People are saying I'm not covering the board, so that's why I'm moving and saying you to pause. If in AP, an is equal to an minus k plus an plus k by 2 for k is less than or equal to n. No, yeah, for k is less than n. So here an, if I want to find the value, it would always be an plus k plus an minus k by 2. So this is always for k is less than or equal to n. It would be equal to n, so it will be 0, a 0. So 2a by 2, so a would be a only, an would be a only, right? Then next one, 6th term. So a1 plus an is equal to a2 plus an minus 1 would be equal to a3 plus an minus 2, which would all have a difference of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so this would be so on, because yeah. So now 7th one is a2 minus a1 is equal to a3 minus a2 is equal to a4 minus a3 and so on, which is equal to d. Okay, so always the sum of the two terms would be always d itself. Okay, next one. So now if they have given increasing, like close to close increasing GP, then you can take it as, sometimes you can take it as a plus d, comma a plus 2d. This one you can take it as, or you can take it as this, based on the case you want, based on the options they give in IIT. Okay, this is very important. So 7 I have given. Okay, and the 8th one is very important, very damn important. This is okay. So 8 properties are there. If A comma B comma C are in AP, then B minus, so C minus B would equal to B minus A, right? Because both of them are D itself. So then C plus A would be B plus B, right? C plus A would be B plus B. So 2B would equal to C plus A. This is a very important thing. This is a very important thing when you are checking for arithmetic progression. So this would be 2B is equal to C plus A. Either memorize it or just computate it. Okay. So I'll take my water. I've been not well for like so long, so that's why I need water. Water is refreshing. Okay, I stepped my bag. Okay, so please note this down. I will give you 5 minutes time for you to pause. Yeah, okay. So now this is the properties of sum of, this is the properties of AP. So you should remember all of this. And based on which case they ask, based on that case you have to remember what to do. Now the next one is sum of n terms of an AP. So wait. Erase this because this isn't neat. Okay. Sum of n terms. Now here comes the Gajab. So I explained in the first video, Carl Friedrich, sorry, my mistake, Friedrich Gauss. So he was that time 7 years old. He was 7 years old of age. So when he was 7 years old of age, he created a Gajab. Okay, he created a magic. So what he did is, this one is very important, very important. You should note down this. What I'm giving now is very important. Okay. So in the last period, okay. So after last period, you have to go home. For every student, that is a thing. So Carl Friedrich Gauss. So Carl Friedrich Gauss, what he did is, his teacher said to find the sum of, from 1 to 100 find the sum. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus all the way to 100 you have to find the sum. So that time Carl was 7 years old and his classmates, they would do 1 to 10 addition, then 11 to 20 addition, then 21 to 30 addition, all the way to 91 to 100 addition. But Gauss did not do like that. He did it in less than 2 minutes and he showed to the teacher. The teacher said, what answer you got? He said, I got Maska Chaska 50-50 he got. The teacher got shocked. He did it in 2 minutes, that too. And he's making fun of me that he got 50-50. So the teacher gave a slap to Gauss. What he gave? He gave a slap to Gauss. And then he said, go sit and do it again. Check it. Papa Gauss was crying and he went. He checked. He got 50-50 only. Maska Chaska he got. Then again he went to the teacher and said, yes, I got this answer only. Then teacher again one slap she did. He said, go again, go check. Again Papa Gauss went. Then again after 2 minutes he came and he showed, yes sir, I checked it 3 times, almost this was 50-50 only. Again the teacher gave a slap. Again the teacher gave a slap. Gauss got angry. He went to the principal cabin. Principal was a very kind and he was human. Like, not sarcastically, but he was a human. He was in human nature, not like an animal, behaving like an animal. So he was a gentleman. So he was also a math professor. So So he was crying and came to the principal office. And then he asked, Gus, what happened? Why are you crying? He said, my mom asked to do this sum. I did it in less than 2 minutes and mom is saying I am wrong. So the principal tried to do. So 1 plus 10, 1 plus 2 plus 3, all the way to 10, you get it as 55. Plus 11 to 20 sum is 155. Then 255. Then all the way to 955 you will get. And this sum when you do, you will get 50-50 you will get. This is what his principal got. At most he took 15 minutes to do this. But Carl, how did Carl do it in less than 20 minutes? So this is what Carl did. He did, now let this sum be S. Then he reversed the term. So S is equal to 100 plus 99 plus 98 plus all the way to 2 plus 1 he did. Then sum of this. So 2S is equal to, so it will become 101 plus 101 plus 101 plus 101 all the way to, so you get 101 only. So 200 here, 200 terms here. So if you had 100 terms to each other, you will get 100 terms only. So 2S is equal to 100 into 101. Then S is equal to 50 into 101, which is S is equal to 50-50. This is how Gauss did his. Alright. This is how Gauss did it. So he said, okay, I'll deal with the teacher. Called the teacher, told why did you do this, and the teacher, after listening the principal's complaint, said sorry to Gus and gave a chocolate also to him. Okay, so this is how to find, because of that 2 slaps, just because of the 3 slaps, what teacher got from his Gus, what Gus got from his teacher, made the world know about taking parts. So the 3 slaps was indeed. Now also if you go and check Gauss's photo, he'll be sitting like an attitude man. Like not a bad attitude, but a good attitude man. So and he looks very nice. So now the same way I'll do S is equal. So Sn in n term. So A plus D plus A plus 2D all the way to A plus n minus 1 D I'll do. Then here I will do the same. So here I will do the reverse. So A plus n minus 1D and all the way to A plus 2D, A plus D and A. So now I will take sum of these two. So 2Sn is equal to, so this will become, I told now opposite terms, A1 plus An. It is 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So how many times? N times. So if n terms are added to n terms, you get n terms only. So n. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into, so this 2 will get transposed. So 2a plus n, okay, I'll write the bracket here. 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is how the sum of n terms was found. All thanks to 3 slaps, this formula was created. All because of 3 slaps. Okay, understood this concept? Yes. Okay, I'll give 2 minutes time to copy it. Yeah, okay. So now I will tell, by using this formula, how can we find the sum of odd numbers and even numbers? Sum of odd numbers. First n odd numbers. So that will be 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. So now S is equal to n. So n number of terms. So n by 2 into. So now 2a. 2 into 1 is 2. Plus n minus 1 into what is the d value? 2. So n by 2 into 2 plus 2n minus 2. So this both will get cancelled and these 2 will get cancelled. So n square. Next one, n even numbers. For n even numbers, this is different, n even numbers. So this would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So this would be S is equal to n by 2 into 2 into 2, 4 plus now n minus 1 into 2. So this would become Sn to put 2n minus 2. So this would become n by 2 into 2n plus 2. Then 2n, so when you take 2 common, so then you get n into n plus 1 into 2 by 2. So this both will cancel. So n into n plus 1 is the sum. How magnificent this is. Now, sum of n natural numbers. This is also different in natural numbers. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay. So now this would be n by 2 into 2 plus n minus 1. So this will become n by 2 into n plus 1. This will become n into n plus 1 by 2 is the formula. So these are how formulas are created. I'll give you some time to copy this down. Yeah, okay. 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 So now this is all about AP. Okay. So thank you for watching my video. I will do questions next time at the end. Okay. So have a nice day. Bye. Okay.